Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us 726 right here in Harrison, Arkansas. We want to appreciate everybody that's tuned in today. We've got a short abbreviated program, about a 30-minute program, and we have a couple guests here that we'd like to introduce to you. Ann is off today. We scheduled the show a little bit late in the afternoon, so she's too busy, and we'll have her back in a couple weeks. But we want to introduce and start off the show with our first guest, a new business owner here in town, Kenneth and Heather Coleman, and you guys run a new fitness center called STS Fitness. And tell us what STS stands for.
Strength through struggle.
Strength through struggle. Now,
Yes, sir.
I saw an interview, and I talked to you earlier when I came out to shoot the commercial, but you were on KY3 the other night and telling your story of your struggle
Yes, sir.
and your struggle back to strength. Tell our viewers a little bit about how that all happened.
I was in a car wreck in 2005. Long story short, woke up with a 10-year memory gap. Thought it was 17.
And that was from a spinal injury or?
No, it was from a
head
head injury.
injury?
I received a head injury. My head supposedly hit the seatbelt, is what they think, the seatbelt cover. So, and I received a back injury and some neck injury.
Now,
So-
you were a power lifter before that, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
I've lifted weights most of my life. yeah.
What an ironic injury to have to take that totally away from you.
Yes, it took it completely away from
Yeah.
me. After the wreck, the doctors told me not to lift anymore. So they was afraid because of the blood flow to my neck that I might have a stroke. So, yeah. So they told me to stay out of the
What did you
gym.
think about that? I mean, did you think your life was, as far as lifting, was totally over?
Yes, yeah. There was a couple times I would sneak to the gym to try to do bench press and stuff, but it wasn't working out, and I just
Did you have pain? Or?
yes, it was just a lot of pain when I
So
first.
you pretty well believed the doctors.
Yes, at first I believed the doctors,
Yeah.
and I went with whatever they told me to do.
So what'd your wife Heather say about it?
Over the years, from the beginning of the wreck, it was a little difficult.
So this was a long-term thing
Yes.
before you started lifting again, because we want to get to the story.
About
with
7 years, yeah.
We were married about 8 months when he had that car accident. Our daughter over there, Allison, she's 12 now. She was about 5 months old at the time. So when I first, they called me, told me to come up there, and stuff like that. And he just kind of really didn't know what was going on. He knew who I was because we went to school together, but he, just not really.
So there's
clicking.
some amnesia a little bit going on too.
Yes.
Yes, there's a big 10-year gap. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
to this day.
To this day. Yeah.
Yep.
So you don't remember her before any of that?
I remember her from school.
Okay.
I don't remember her marrying her the first time.
Oh my gosh.
We ended up getting married a second time to kind of start over
Yeah.
because what we had before just wasn't working when I came home. So it was
So you had changed.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Wow.
Anyway, so he's 27, thought he was 17. So that was a little, hard, and we ended up moving. We lived near Hot Springs at the time. We actually ended up moving back up here because of my parents. So they're a huge help. And so kind of like, long story short, over the years, he just kind of gradually declined. A lot of times,
Wow,
headaches
okay.
25 days
Oh
out of
my
the
gosh.
month. So can't play with the kids, not supposed to lift
So you were
weights.
having some mental depression issues too? or-
yes,
Yeah.
because the doctors had told me after 6 months I should regain my memory. So
Oh, and you were bummed out because you
yes,
didn't,
it was 6 months.
It was
didn't
just
happen.
struggle.
Yeah, so you start struggling, and my health, not only mentally, started going down. I started having a lot of physical issues.
Yeah.
Just slowly, gradually. Doctors kept putting me on more and more pills.
Oh my God! How many pills have you taken by the time that?
By the time I started lifting weights 5 years ago, I was on 15 pills a day, and I was
Oh my Lord!
I was on 200 oxycodones a month. On top of
That's a
that,
painkiller.
yes, yeah,
So you were in pain. Not only the depression, you were in pain too.
yes.
So tell me the hinge point. What happened?
My son went to a powerlifting meet, and I went and watched him. And I thought, I'm going to go. He invited me to go watch him, so I went to watch him. And I was like, what the heck? I can't mess up my back no worse. So I tried to lift, and I was 3 weeks away from back surgery. And when
So
I
you
went,
were going to go into. You were scheduled for surgery.
I was already scheduled for surgery. Yeah.
Okay. And you thought, well, if I hurt my back, they're going to fix it.
Yes, that's what. Well, they were already going to fix it.
Yeah, okay.
So I thought I
All
had
right.
nothing to lose.
Okay.
So I began lifting that day, and I went in for pre-surgery 2 weeks later, and I was back on my cane. I was off a walker, and the doctor looked at me and says, "Have you done something different? Why are you back
Oh,
on
no.
your cane?" and he didn't think that in my 30s he wanted to touch me, do the surgery. And
So he decided not to,
we decided together.
Okay.
Because I was in my 30s, he thought.
which probably saved your life, right?
Which probably saved, yes.
Yeah,
And
wow.
I started lifting. I didn't quit. I just started getting better. I had some really, really, really rough days where I thought it was the wrong thing. And I'm sure she did too.
Yeah.
But we just kept pressing forward, and I got better.
So family is a big part of your life now.
Yes, yes.
Would you like to introduce your family for us?
This is Allison. She helped me a lot. When I came home from the car wreck, I didn't know my family, and we were just really, really, really close.
She knew who Daddy was, though.
She knew who I
Okay,
was, and she kind
okay.
of brought me through everything, to be honest with you. This is Anastasia. She was our first child born after the wreck.
Okay.
So, Anastasia.
She's right. Look out here. This is
Right
where
there.
everybody's at. Okay.
And this is Kennedy right here. She's not shy. And we have another one over there, Anderson. And me and Heather have another one at home who's 18. So
He's running the store today, and that's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about where your new business is located.
on the junction of 7 and 43, 7
Okay.
North and 43
Yeah.
junction, right next door to the Bounce Mania, and right across the street from CrossFit Gym.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So
And we went out there and shot a commercial, and it'll be probably coming up right after this, so we'll get a look at that. Anything else you want to tell people what you do there and what you focus on? Now you have free.
free weights, machine
yeah.
weights. We have a kids room where you come while you're working out. You can put your kids in the kids room, and you can kind of keep an eye on them while you're working out.
Yeah.
We have personal trainers. Have about everything, all kinds of
Okay.
machine weights, free weights. We do powerlifting, bodybuilding, a little bit of everything. So
Okay.
we're trying to be a gym for everybody.
Kids 11 and up can work out beside a parent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little different than some of the other gyms. So you can get your kids involved in,
Okay.
a healthier lifestyle, stuff like that. So
And you have a dual memberships. I'd never heard that before. What's that all
it's
about?
a dual membership with Brookhouse Fitness Studio. They're located
Okay.
Across from the youth center, right there on the same side of the highway as Subway, right behind
Oh,
it.
okay.
And
Okay.
they do just the classes because we don't have room.
You don't have room
so
for the
they
classes.
don't.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can do classes at one location and then come to your place too and do
Yes.
Yes, sir.
the resistance training.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah.
Okay. Well, sounds good. We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
That's a compelling story. Interesting, and glad to meet your family. Would you guys like to say anything? A question, probably. How you liking school this year?
Good.
Good? You liking school good?
Yes.
Or is that just an answer, you really don't like it? You do like it? How's your school going this year?
Good.
All right. Well, this is the family you're going to meet. Come down to STS and take a look at everybody here, and they've got more information if you want to go to their Facebook page, STS Fitness.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and phone number?
870-704-4012.
All right. We thank you very much for being here.
Yes, sir.
And good luck to you. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be talking with Vernon Martin from the Children's Charity Ministry. He's here to tell us a little bit about what's going on there. Stay with us.